Team Affinity Neon. What's up, YouTube? It's Big Dev. We're back again with MLB The Show 25 video. Today, we're going to get into ranking all 33 Neon cards that just dropped on Friday in MLB The Show 25. So stay tuned for that. We're going to rank them from S tier down to F tier. If you want access to all my tier lists and MLB The Show community, investment information, perks for live streams, know when we're playing, know when we're doing 1v1s, know when we're doing viewer games on the live streams, dropping video ideas, anything you can think of with MLB The Show and my content, join the Discord in the link in the description down below. It is 100% free. We're almost at 200 members, so we're like 5 away from 200 members. So please, if you have the time and you want to be in an MLB The Show community, join the link in the description down below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so as always, here we are in the tier builder. We have loaded all 33 Neon cards up. And we're gonna rank them down from S down to F tier, I should say. And you know, honestly, all these cards are usable. I don't think any of them are completely unusable unless you're really bad with someone's swing. And honestly, it's going to be hard for me to rank them down in F and like D tier. So you might just be seeing S through C tier in this video, just because like I said, they're all 99s. They juiced all these cards, so it's I can't rightfully be like, this is F tier, like you should never use this card. All of these cards, like you can use, you know what I mean? Like if you like them or you want to use them, you can use them. None of them are like super underwhelming or like just have terrible swings, you know? So let's get right into it, okay? So I did include the top 3 cards, which is the collections that you get from completing the Neon Team Affinity cards. Once you get all 30, you get this 99 overall Brian Reynolds, who I'm going to bring down here into S tier, obviously, because Brian Reynolds is Brian Reynolds, man. Switch hitter, right fielder. He has insane fielding and insane swing, and he has really good hitting stats. Like, you can't put him anywhere else, in my opinion. Let's hit this Hunter Green real quick. Hunter Green, S tier. This card is pretty disgusting. He's got outlier and break outlier, and it's going to be hard to hit him, like, especially with fastballs and things like that. It's hard to hit that in this game, like for the average player. So Hunter Green up in S tier. He's got a really solid pitch mix, and he's got good quirks as well. So definitely put him in S tier. He's already in my starting rotation right now. We're gonna try him out live in the next ranked stream that we do. Jordan Zimmerman. I'm gonna put Jordan Zimmerman down here in A tier. Some people might disagree. I just don't think that his pitch mix is kind of meh. He doesn't have like a really good meta like feel as a starting pitcher. He's still solid. His 92 overall was solid, the live series collection that you get, but I'm not a huge fan of his, and on lower difficulties he's getting smashed. He's pretty good on Hall of Fame and Legend, but so are a lot of different pitchers once you hit those difficulties. But I'm not gonna put him in S tier because I just don't feel like he is an S tier pitcher. Same with Yuri Perez. He has no quirks at all. Honestly, I want to put him in B tier on the fact that he has no quirks, no outlier quirks, no nothing. He could be solid on higher difficulties, but like no quirks as a pitcher kind of hurts. Like not having that outlier, not having that break outlier, not having like any quirks whatsoever, like definitely hurts your standing as a starting pitcher. So I'm gonna put him in B tier. I don't think he's that good. Lou Gehrig, obviously S tier. Obviously the top 3 guys are gonna be in S tier because they're the collection rewards and they're absolutely juiced. So Lou Gehrig, S tier, probably the best lefty first baseman that we have in the game right now, and always a fun card to use. Lou Gehrig is nasty. Also, let's talk about this card art, man. This card art is absolutely awesome. I love the neon concept. I think it's really cool. Jesus Madi, or Made, I don't know how do you say it, but I'm gonna put him down here in A tier. Made is solid. Only problem, again, he's a switch hitter. He has really good attributes, but no quirks. As a hitter, like not having dead red, things like that, I don't think that you should be in S tier, in my opinion, even if you're a switch hitter. So he's gonna come down here in A tier for this drop. I just don't think that he's S tier just because of the lack of quirks. Charlie Condon, I don't think he really. I think like some of these cards are like collection fodder. I don't think he's unusable D and F tier, but I just don't think he's like top of the line tier for this drop. So I'm gonna drop him down to C tier. If you're a Rockies fan, you'll probably be using him, but I don't think you're using him other than that. Anthony Rizzo, I think he goes in B tier. He's solid. Again, good lefty swing, but there's other lefties, like you get this Lou Gehrig, you're not going to be using Rizzo unless you're a Cubs fan or you're just a Rizzo fan. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be, he's not going to be up here in S and A tier, but B tier, serviceable, usable, still good. None of these cards are going to be in D and F tier at all. I think they're all good. Willie Mays, I'm going to bring down here in A tier. He could be S tier if you're good with his swing. I'm personally, I can hit with Willie Mays. Some people just absolutely hate his swing for some reason. I think he's A tier, borderline S tier. Adley Rutschman, switch hitting catcher, another one that we've gotten. Adley Rutschman is nasty. Switch hitting catcher, really good defense. S tier for this drop. I don't know if you're going to be replacing like Jorge Posada or like Cal Raleigh for Adley Rutschman. I'm not going to replace him, or even Ted Simmons, but I am going to use Adley Rutschman for a while and see who has the better stats. That's the only way I would consider replacing them. So I'm going to put Adley in the ranked God squad for a little bit, use him for a little bit, compare him to like Jorge and Ted Simmons, and see who has the better stats, and that's who's going to get the start. And I have Cal Raleigh in DH, so I don't really have to worry about losing out on him. All right, Lance Berkman. Lance Berkman's going to come down here. I think as a switch hitting first baseman with primary first baseman, I think he's an S tier because like you don't get a lot of switch hitting first basemen. We just got Chase Headley. He's a third baseman, but he has first base secondary. Switch hitting first basemans are hard to come by, so I think that bumps him up a few tiers. Also, he has a good swing. His 96 overall was nasty for a lot of people. That 96 came out so quickly, not a lot of people got to use it for very long. So I think this 99 Lance Berkman is going to be a very good card to be able to use on your God squad in S tier. Then I'm going to do Travis Bazzana, obviously S tier, one of the best lefty, like one of the better lefty unknown swings in the game. He's known now because like obviously that card from early in the year was nasty and people were using it. Nothing's going to change with his 99. Very solid. Walker Jenkins as well. I think I'm going to put him down here in A tier. Very, very good swing. Center fielder. Again, you're not going to be using like Walker Jenkins as much as you could because there's other outfielders, and outfield is so stacked. That's why he's down here in A tier. But like Bazzana at second base, I think is a really good option for a lot of people right now, even with the current meta and the current cards that are out right now. At Adrian Beltre, love that they gave us a 99 Beltre card down here in A tier, not quite S tier. Beltre has a really difficult swing for a lot of people. I don't really use Beltre cards because it's difficult for me even, but I think he's an A tier right now for this drop. Teal, another collection card, not really someone that I'm going to be using, not really someone that many people are going to use unless you're like a White Sox fan, so he's going to come down here into C tier. Jack Kaggs is good. He's got a really good swing. Like he's got a really good swing. But again, not a card that many people are going to be using in the current meta, but still solid. And in terms of this drop, I think he's B or A tier. Ozzy Albies, S tier, switch hitter, one of the glitchiest switch hitting swings in the game. Like he'll have lower attributes, but like for some reason with Ozzy Albies, hitting the ball is just pure and easy. Like he's a switch hitter as well. Like I said, he's very, very good. And he might have underwhelming attributes at times. This card is juice, but other times he has like underwhelming attributes and his cards still hit really, really well, like above their attributes. So nothing's going to change with this card. Ozzy Albies is very, very solid. Chandler Simpson, I'm going to throw him in A tier. I think that you should definitely get your hands on him at least for a pinch runner because he's so fast, and he also has like this glitchy swing as well. Like his contact is maxed out, but his power is so low that I just can't justify starting him. It would be really fun to use this card in like a speed build or just like a glitchy like a toxic bunt squad or something. I think that would be really fun to use, but as far as making God squads, I don't think he's going to be S tier, but I'm putting him in A tier just because of all those other attributes that he brings. He brings fielding, he brings speed, he brings bunting, he brings like really good contact. So if you need like to put a ball in play late in the game, you can put Chandler Simpson in and you're pretty much putting the ball in play. You know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead and knock this outlighter out of the way. Obviously S tier, and not only S tier within this drop itself, but S tier starting pitcher, best starting pitcher in the game. I've said this in my other videos. When we get 99 Outlighter, he's going to be the best starting pitcher in the game. 95 overall Outlighter is absolutely disgusting, and it's only going to get better with 99. So fear this card, and fear this card respectfully, because he's going to be dicing you up for the rest of the game. Like this card's going to be disgusting. You're going to be seeing him a lot. Get him. It's only 15 neon cards. If you don't do anything else, get Outlighter on your squad. Get him, throw him in that rotation. Outlighter is nasty, and I'm sure a lot of you already know how good he is. Curtis Granderson, I'm gonna put him in A tier. Granderson's always got a really good swing, very solid lefty swing. Again, it's gonna be hard to rank like lefties in S tier, but because of the meta, but Curtis Granderson A tier, very solid. Sean Green, I almost want to put Sean in S tier just because of how nasty his swing is. I think I am going to put him in S tier for this drop. His swing is disgusting. I love Sean Green cards. It's going to be hard for me to use a Sean Green card, but if you want to try out a new guy, like I love trying out new cards. As far as overall God squads, Sean Green's probably not making it. But if you're trying out team builds, if you're trying out new cards, Sean Green is definitely someone you should give a chance, because he's very, very good. So I'm gonna put him in S tier for this drop. Again, guys, like this list in and of itself is for the neon cards. Okay, so don't go in the comments and be like, dude, this card's not S tier. Like, it's not just overall meta. Like, this is just for the neon cards themselves, who I think you should be going for first when doing the Team Affinities, because I'm not gonna rank them. I'm not gonna rank like a Sean Green against a Ted Williams, a Jose Bautista, or a Carlos Beltran. Like, this is just ranking it within the respective drop itself. So keep that in mind. It's not just a full comprehensive ranking list. Like, I'm not gonna be putting, you know, Sean Green or like Lance Berkman in S tier for the full game. But as far as neon cards are concerned, these are the S tier cards from this drop. Bobby Abreu, I'm gonna put him down here in A tier. I think S tier, actually. Bobby Abreu is really good. I P4'd his 87 overall, almost got it to P5 before I had to replace him. Bobby Abreu is really good, and as far as the neon drop goes, he's one of the top cards in this drop. I think he's amazing. I think his swing is really good. I think he gets underrated. I think a lot of people are going to glaze over this Bobby Abreu card unless you're a Phillies fan or a fan of his, but I think it's definitely usable, and he's very solid. Rafael Palmeiro, similar to Bobby, but I'm going to put him down in A tier because his swing, I don't think it's as good as Bobby Abreu's swing. That's just my opinion. Again, swings are subjective. If you're good with one guy, use him. If you're good with Palmeiro, use him. I just don't think his swing merits him being an S tier for this drop. Now, a lot of these guys that are left over are going to be kind of lower tier, like Tyler Swordstrom. I'm going to put him in B tier. Not great. Colt Emerson, he's going to come down here to C tier. A lot of these guys are like part of the collection. They're just kind of collection fodder. Kevin, again, I think he's down here in C tier. Nothing special about him. Logan O'Hoppe down here in B tier. Like a lot of these guys are still B and C tier just because there's just not much about them that I like. Jackson Merrill, really good center fielder. He's going to be up here in B tier. Got really good fielding, got really good swing, got a really good just attributes overall. I'm gonna throw him down there in the B tier. Connor Griffin, again, C tier. You're kind of noticing a pattern here, like the bottom dwellers, like the White Sox, the Pirates, the Rockies. Most of their cards are down here in C tier because their teams overall aren't very good, and those players, like, they might be the highlights of the team, but they're not really good for MLB The Show standards, in my opinion. I got two more S tier guys on this list, so just give me a second here. JJ Weatherholt, I'm gonna put him in B tier. Solid, not great. Perdomo, C tier. Again, not a very good card to be using at this point. And as far as the neon drops go, there's just better ones that you should be targeting. Okay, Marcelo Meyer and Derek Jeter, I think, are both in S tier. Meyer has an insane swing. He's a really popular guy among like Red Sox fans and even fans in general, just because he got called up this year. Young guy, fun to use in the game. Same with like a Bazana, or same with like a Walker Jenkins. Just fun, newer guys to be using. And then Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter is always amazing in this game. They juice him. They give him insane power numbers. He has like powers in the 90s, I think, for this car, which is disgusting. With 125 contact versus both sides and those type of power numbers, Jeter is an end game shortstop, and then has good fielding and very solid speed. So Derek Jeter, definitely S tier. And then yeah, so that's gonna be it for the rankings. And like I said, you can find this in my Discord. I'm gonna be copying the URL, putting it in my Discord, saving it as the neon tier list. So if you want to reference it at any time while you're grinding to see, okay, who should I target next, this is a really good resource for you to use. So just go to Discord and do that. But yeah, so before I finish this video, as we get into it, like what I think you guys should be targeting as far as these top S tier guys, I think that the first card that you should be going after, honestly, is probably like a Hunter Green or like an Adley Rutschman type. Obviously the collection rewards like Brian Reynolds, Al Leiter, and Lou Gehrig are coming later. So as far as like these guys here who you should be targeting, I'm gonna kind of rank them here in a minute. I think I would go for Jeter, and then probably Adley after that, and then Hunter Green, and then after that it gets kind of weird. I'd probably do Ozzy. Actually, how about this? How about Jeter, Ozzy, Hunter Green, then Adley. Only reason I put Adley a little lower is because you have so many other switch hitting catchers that you can use right now, and he's not like a priority. Like at second base and shortstop, there's always a revolving door for some people. So Jeter and Ozzie are there, and then you have 5 guys you can run as starters. So Hunter Green is up there as well. Then I would say probably Bazana after that, and then Lance Berkman, then probably Marcelo Meyer, Sean Green, then Bobby Abreu. I think that's a pretty solid like tier to go through. So like starting with Derek down to Ozzie, down to Hunter, down to Hunter, and then obviously just keep going through and collect, and then keep going through down to A to B and C tier. This is if you're planning on using these cards, you know. Some people are just going to complete the neon just to get these 3 guys, which is 100% fine. You're going to complete the neon, you're going to get Al, boom, you're going to get Lou Gehrig, either put him on the bench or start him at first base, and then you're going to get Brian Reynolds and start him in the outfield. That's what a lot of people are going to do. I'm not even going to give these cards a second look, mainly because they have their god squads and they're set with who they have, and that's fine. But if you want to use some of these guys, I would definitely target these guys if you want to use them on your god squad. That's just me. Maybe you hit well with other cards, but these guys I think are the S tier cards from this drop. All right, if this video helped you out, or if you like the content, please like, subscribe, maybe even share the video. We're so close to, we actually hit 1,000 subscribers. We're so close to monetizing this channel. We're like 50 watch hours away, which will probably happen today or tomorrow, which is really awesome. And I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you guys show me on this YouTube channel. It's been an amazing journey trying to grow this YouTube. I started off as a streamer, just straight streaming to you guys on Twitch and TikTok and posting on TikTok. Didn't really post much on YouTube. And this year I really dedicated more time to YouTube. So I'm glad to see that it's actually working, that the channel is actually growing and you guys are enjoying the content. So again, if you like this content, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.